Okay, welcome to Thursday. You had a free day yesterday, so I hope you're all caught up and you are ready to move on with some more ELA, English Language Arts. I believe either yesterday or the day before you read this excerpt from a novel called The Joy Luck Club. It's called Two Kinds, and it's about a relationship between a girl and her mother. If you've read through the entire thing, you know what it's all about. Remember, you can always read along while you play and have it read to you. This helps with what does it help with? That's right. It helps with fluency, hearing things being read out loud as you read along with them. That helps a lot when it comes your turn to read something out loud to help with your fluency. It also helps with your writing, so you can write more fluently in a way that sounds better while people are reading it. Okay. So I hope you've already read this. If you haven't, make sure you do. And then you're going to do something over here. Let's see if I can move myself so that we can look over this part here. I'm going to look over here. See? It's totally backwards. So I'm looking differently in real life than I am on the screen. But let's pretend like I'm looking over that way, okay? All right. So we have language development. You're going to click in here, okay? I'm sorry. What is it? Making meaning, blah, blah, blah. No, wait. Yes, okay. So making meaning. First, we're going to do the comprehension check. Okay, I want to make sure that you're doing the comprehension check. Say it with me. I'm going to start with the comprehension check. Click on that. There we go. And it's going to ask questions about the story. Okay, and you are going to answer them in the notebook. Just click notebook and type something out. Okay, whatever you want to type, I will get it when you turn it in. So, oh, you can highlight, circle, and underline too. So there's all kinds of fancy things you can do in your notebook. So you're going to answer all these questions from comprehension check. That's going to be 6 questions you're going to answer. Then you're going to close read the text. Don't worry about research. Go to close read the text, and you're going to click on this. I'll move myself back for the time being. Wait for it to come up. Waiting, 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 waiting. And there it is. So first, you're going to annotate, then you're going to question, and you're going to include. So the author uses italics to emphasize a specific word. Why is the word perfect emphasized? So we're going to read what it says. Okay, you're going to read this. And italics emphasizes a word. Italics is when a word is kind of slanted. Okay, and it's all over whenever you read. You'll see words in italics. What that's meant to do is to emphasize that word. So you got to ask, why is this word perfect emphasized? And the narrator believes that the only way her parents would be satisfied with her is if she was without fault. So that's one example of annotate, question, conclude. So annotate means that you're noticing something in the text. You're noticing something in the story, in the wording of it, the mechanics of it. And then you ask a question. Why is it like that? Why did the author choose to do that? And then you've got to ask yourself the question, and then you've got to answer the question. So in this case, you would read this and say, why is perfect emphasized? Well, in all my imaginings, I was filled with a sense that I would soon become perfect. And you understand that trying to become perfect is a big part of this character's story. And a lot of what drives her and what maybe hurts her from time to time and doesn't help. Now, what they want us to do is say the word would is repeated several times. So what idea is stressed by the idea of the word would? Okay. The repetition shows the narrator's hopes for the future. It also shows that she does not feel her parents adore her. She often feels criticized and she likely sulks a lot. So that's what all of these repetitions are doing. So what I want you to do is revisit a section of the text you found important. Okay, something that tells you something about one of the characters, and you're going to annotate by describing what it is. Okay, maybe the test got harder. Okay, say you choose that. You're going to type 1. Put it in quotes because you're quoting this. the tests got harder. Okay, that's the annotate. 2 is the question. Why is this important? You can ask that of any sentence. Why did the author feel like that had to be part of the story or part of what we're being told about the character? And then come up with your own answer, write it in, and then close it. It'll save it automatically. So I'm going to have you do one on your own. Later on, you can find things that they give you to do, and you can do that for extra credit. All right. So let's keep going. Concept vocabulary. Now these are all the vocabulary words. I want you to do the vocabulary words as well. You can click on all of them, and it'll give you how it's pronounced. It'll read everything to you about this. It tells you why these words were chosen. And then select 3 of the concept vocabulary words. Explain how each word helps the reader better understand the conflict between the mother and the daughter. Now, every one of these are going to help you in some way, so you got to choose one of these words and tell how that helps you understand. You can do 1 or 3. I just want to see some thought put into this about 1 or 2 or 3 of these words and how they add to our understanding of the conflict between the mother and the daughter. And what are the words in this section connected to the concept of conflict or struggle? So go through here and look for words that talk about conflict and struggle. You can write them down in your notebook. I'm only going to give you that today. I think that's plenty of work. I think that's plenty of good close reading of the text. I don't want to give you too much because this is our first story. So make sure you're going through it. Just to do those three or 4 things I showed you to do. That's all you have to do. Close them, save them, and I don't even know if you have to submit. It should just go right to it. All right. All right. Talk to you later.